No timeout by the Lakers. They got to go.
James, a bump, a feed, a Prince shot. No! Zero's on the clock. The Nuggets advance. They have won. And the defense of their championship title is alive and well.
It is a great morning for me here in the city of Ibadan. But for Lakers fans, yes. Do I say a great morning? But hey, it is what it is for LA Lakers out of the series, the NBA playoff series, losing against the defending champions Nuggets. And we'll be looking at that this morning, same as other games decided in the NBA playoffs. Well, for some, they're already pushing the game to Game 5, Game 6. Happening there, but remember also tonight in football it is going to be UEFA Champions League first semi-final game, and it's going to be between ex-champions Bayern Munich, Real Madrid as well, battling each other. These two teams have won the UEFA Champions League. They've got numbers. Talking about the European trophy. The Nigeria Premier Football League continuation game between Bayelsa United and Rivers United is in the halftime right now. Bayelsa United leading Rivers United 2-1. In Yenagoa. Okay, so now let's start with NBA this morning. But before that, remember, you can watch us live from anywhere across the globe. Jump on our Facebook fan page, jump on our YouTube channel, Solutions 93.9 FM. Check, Big like, share, subscribe, comment. Let us know your expectation for tonight's game. Bayern versus Real Madrid. Thomas Tuchel is talking about tactics, and sometimes it is about a game of luck. And for Carlo Ancelotti is saying, you don't underrate a side that has been dominating Germany and had to relinquish the German Bundesliga title to Leverkusen. But for Tuchel, remember, this is his last coaching job with Bayern. By end of the season, he's leaving. Carlo Ancelotti, it looks like a man who can be winning doubles. Remember, his team is leading the La Liga and now in the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. Remember, Jude Bellingham will be facing Harry Kane tonight. Now let's go straight and talk more of basketball in the first half of the show. My name is OLADAPO. Good morning. All right, now Jamal Murray scored 32 points despite a strained calf and sank the game winner with 3.6 seconds left as the defending NBA champions Denver Nuggets bounced the LeBron James from the playoffs again with a 108-106 win over the Los Angeles Lakers in the Game 5 of the Western Conference first round series in the wee hours of today. You heard that game, which I played earlier. But now let's listen to Jamal Murray, a man who got the buzzer victory for his side. Well, remember, Scott has been, managing injury, but at this time, he did what he knows how to do best.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in my opinion, I was moving well enough, for me to go. Obviously, that's a big thing if you're not moving well. But my biggest thing was jumping. I think it was tough for me to leave the ground, even just on jump shots. I tried to have a deeper gather, just so I didn't put a lot of stress on my calves. So in the first quarter, the shots I took, I was just gathering a little bit more. And then it started to warm up, and then adrenaline started to kick in. Yeah, just leaving the ground, I think, was the biggest worry for me when I was playing. But now that we got a week off, I'm just glad I get to rest the body and, come back fresh and rejuvenated against T-Wolves on Saturday.
Jamal Murray there, but for LeBron James, a lot of people expected this man to be the man to lead LA Lakers. I'm talking about my team right now. But now, for LeBron James, he was saying that he would now go back home, focus on the family, prepare for the Olympics. Yes, it is more of him getting his body ready. But for LeBron James, he's not talking about retirement. That is LeBron James. Well, let's listen to him this morning.
First of all, you tip your hat to them. Defending champions, super great team, super well coached, and you tip your hats. I mean, they made the plays down the stretch, to win this series, and so you get credit where credit is due. That's for sure. I just want to get home to the family, honestly. Start looking at the schedule. Obviously, I got my son. One of my boys is just trying to decide if he's gonna enter the draft or go back to school. I got another kid that's playing AAU ball right now. My daughter is playing volleyball and my wife is doing so many great things, so it's about family right now. And then in a couple months, I got to go to Vegas for training camp. So, I got to rest my body for USAB, but that's kind of the initial thoughts.
Well, me being a Lakers fan, we move. It is what it is, right? But now let's check other results decided in we as of today in the NBA playoffs. Boston Celtics is leading the series against the Miami Heat. Boston Celtics is leading 3-1. Earlier this morning, Celtics defeated Miami Heat 102 to 88 points, and for Oklahoma City Thunders defeated New Orleans Pelicans 97 to 89 points and taking over the series. Everything done and dusted 4-0. That is the result of Oklahoma City Thunders and New Orleans Pelicans. So City Thunders through. Remember, Denver Nuggets are edging Los Angeles Lakers 4-1 in the game 5. Okay, well, remember, games will be going down also tomorrow, and in the series, well, it is more of who's got. It is either, is he go hard or go home? That is it. But remember, 12 a.m. tomorrow, Philadelphia 76ers will take on New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers against Orlando Magic, and Milwaukee Bucks will take on Indiana Pacers by 2:30 a.m. A quick look at updates coming from the world of tennis this morning. And, remember, Carlo Alcaraz has been talking about using his opportunity and everything he has in playing well. Now, Britain's Cameron Norrie is out of the Madrid Masters after a third-round defeat to Casper Ruud, while Rafael Nadal survived his curve to win a 3-hour epic against Pedro Cachin. I feel that may bounce back. 9:09 is the time. Let's look at fixtures of games going down today. Andrew Rublev will be up against Alan Graceful by 10 o'clock this morning. Same time, Alexander Bublik will be up against Daniel Medvedev. Looking at more at the Madrid Open, Hugo Alcaraz will take on Taylor Fritz, and we have Francisco Candondolo against Alexander Zverev. More games to go down. Felix Auger-Aliassime against Casper Ruud by 4 o'clock. But earlier before that time, 3 o'clock, we have Carlo Alcaraz against Jean-Leonard Struff, Jannik Sinner against Harry Khachanov. Last game of today, 10:30 tonight, to see Rafael Nadal against Jerry Lehecka. Let's go straight to boxing, where Anthony Joshua says he expects to fight at Wembley Stadium in September. We don't know who will be facing. It's likely he could fight the winner of Daniel Dubois or Filipe Hrgović or Deontay Wilder. Maybe Zhilei Zhang. All 4 heavyweight fights on 1st of June as part of Matchroom Boxing's 5 vs 5 card against Queensberry Promotions in Saudi Arabia. And we also heard that Mike Tyson will be coming back to have a professional fight against YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul. Not really a good story in boxing about Francis Ngannou, who confirmed the death of his son Kobe in a social media post. Now, the 37-year-old mixed martial art fighter and boxer made the announcement on Monday night. Well, our condolences. Let's move on this morning to the other side of the show where we talk football. Well, in the next few minutes, I'll be connecting with one Nigerian international who will be telling us more about what happened in the glass house, picking Finidi George. And the update we also got is that, well, for Finidi George, NFF will be picking an assistant coach for him. Well, this and more are what we'll be looking at in the second half of the show. Do not move a muscle.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Good evening, everyone, from Denver. It's the home of the champion Nuggets.
Okay, 9-12, no longer news that the Super Eagles of Nigeria now has a permanent chief coach. That is Finidi George, and he is in charge right now. But part of the question is that who will be his assistant coach or who will be his assistant coaches? We're getting update that the Nigeria Football Federation will be making that decision. But this morning, Duku, the ex-international, is with me live this morning. Let's look at what will be the challenges and what may be successes for Finidi George. Duku, thank you for joining us this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me, young striker.
All right.
Good morning, Nigerians.
All right, now, well, for Finidi George, a lot of people have been clamoring for local coach, and this man, he has handled the Super Eagles of Nigeria, 2 friendly games, won a game, lost one, and now he's in charge. What is the message in 30 seconds for Finidi George?
Yeah, congratulations to him. It's a well-deserved appointment. He has seen it all. He has done it all. Now, as a coach, he's been doing a good job with Eyimba, so he merits it, and we should all rally around him, support our own, and make sure he comes on top and has take the Super Eagles to the next level. That is what we are praying and asking for. And he knows the terrain very well. He's been with the team, so it's not new. He has served Pasero for 20 months, so he has a lot of experience to Ghana and take from Pasero and other coaches he has worked with. So that's just my take.
Okay, your take. And he also understands the Nigerian Professional Football League, being a coach with Eyimba International. Maybe we should also be expecting NPFL players more in the national team.
I'm not so sure, because the national team is for the best players. If they are quality players and qualified players who he thinks that can add their own thing to the national team, why not? For me, but it's not a guarantee that because he's from the MPFL, then he has to just bring players anyhow into national team. With all due respect to the MPFL players, if you have quality will always show. So there's no need to pressurize him to take because he's coming from the MPFL. No, that I disagree. Okay. But if they are quality in the team, in the MPFL, fine, he will take them. He knows the league very well.
Okay, now, part of the updates you also got yesterday was, some of your colleagues, one of your colleagues, I beg your pardon, Victor Ekpeba, said, the reason they had to settle for Finidi George was because of money, because some quarters were expecting Nigeria to come up with a foreign-based or a foreign coach. That is one. Then two, now NFF saying that now they will pick an assistant coach for Finidi George. Should that be right? Don't you think this man should pick his assistant coach? Let's look at this together in 60 seconds.
Yeah, if the first question is if the NFF think, because there's paucity of funds all over Nigeria, and if the NFF thinks they're saving grace, but for me, if Finidi is a quality coach, I no doubt, and they will still go to save a lot of money. That is one. And two, if the NFF is our culture, it's cultural thing in Nigeria where they pick the head coach and they pick the head coach, and the head coach does not bring his own assistant. They have to bring their own assistant. We are used to it, so it's just a cultural thing in Nigeria.
Okay, so now, if an assistant coach is being picked by NFF for Finidi George, would there be a smooth relationship? You've managed a club before, and do you always go with your assistant coach or your assistant coaches, or they are being selected by that club?
Yeah, I go with my assistant coaches because I always tell you I'm bringing one assistant coach. You can bring the rest, but I always bring one that I can confide on, somebody that I trust his work, and somebody that knows how my philosophy is. So that's just the truth. That's the way I do my own. So probably you will ask them, probably bring one, and they will bring 2 or 3. That's just the truth.
Okay, finally, for you being a Nigerian, an ex-international, you have someone representing your constituency in the national team. Where do you expect Finidi George to take Nigeria? What's the highest you expect? What will be that barrier? At that particular level, you think it will be taking Super Eagles?
For now, my task is if he takes the team to the World Cup, I'm okay, fine by me. World Cup qualification first. That then we'll look ahead to see what he's going to do. But for now, for me, it's the World Cup qualification first. That is the most important thing for now. Let's qualify for the World Cup.
All right, let's qualify for the World Cup. That is coming from Dukudi. Thank you very much. Ex-Nigerian international, ex-Oshu United manager. He has also played for Shooting Stars Sports Club of Ibadan. Thank you very much for your time this morning, Dukudi. All right.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, Dukudi speaking there. We'll go on a break, and when we come back, we talk more football stories live on Solutions and 93.9 FM.
The drama, the suspense, the emotions, the gang moments. Don't miss out on Nollywood movies and web series on YouTube with the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN. You can enjoy over 10 hours of Nollywood content made for you. Sharply dial *312*800# to activate the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN and start enjoying. YouTube made for you.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Breathe. Feel the rhythm. Only the fittest will survive. It's time to get your groove on and sweat it, Ibadan. Sweat It Fitness in collaboration with the Department of Kinesiology, Sports Science and Health Education. Lead City Ibadan presents Sweat It Ibadan 7.0, tagged Fit It Survive. Energizing workout session, guaranteed to get your muscles working. Grab your gym gear on Wednesday, May 1, 2024 and head to Lead City University Stadium, Tollgate, Ibadan for the free Sweat It Ibadan workout session starting 7 a.m. For inquiries, call 0803-762-3718 or 0802-293-3497.
Partners, Lead City University, Oxygen G, sponsored by John Vance Food, supported by Best Western Hospital, Fun Milk, The Yoga Affair with Neil, and Genius Muse Visuals.
Sweat It Ibadan 7.0. I like it.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Lovely ball to Yunus inside the box, squares it to Vardy, back to goal and in! Leicester City's talisman has given them the goal that might seal the championship title, and 5,000 Leicester fans create bedlam in the away end. Of course it's Vardy, it's always Vardy. Ball moving, helps it on into Wout Fass, who's galloping forward, is into the box, Wout Fass onto his right foot, off the post, Vardy! Slammed into the roof of the net, and look at the scenes in the away end. They know what it means. Vardy's 20th of the season for the promoted Foxes, for the title-winning Foxes. And Fatawu is away. He's into the box, right-hand side, looking for options. There's McAteer! And Casey McAteer heads home from close range to score Leicester's third of this evening, to really round off not just a super night, but a super evening. It's 3-0. And there is the full-time whistle that crowns Leicester City Championship champions. A Premier League return. At the first attempt, straight back up they sang, and straight back up Enzo Maresca took Leicester City.
Okay, so Leicester City recorded a 3-0 victory over Preston North, and they're already champions, declared champions, finally. Yesterday, crown champions with games to spare. Remember, Jimmy Vardy getting the brace, and Mark Arthur also getting one in that one. And I mean, just spending one season in the champions is just like, you know, having a team going to the NNL, come back to the Nigeria Premier Football League. Now, let's just quickly go straight to the Nigeria Premier Football League live updates this morning. And we have a continuation of that game that got put on hold yesterday. Got suspended due to rain, but continued this morning. 60 minutes of action. Bayelsa United still leading Rivers United 2-1. And, well, goals are coming in. Remember, Okorie scored in the 3rd minute yesterday before rain abrupted that particular game. But continued this morning. Godswill equalized for Rivers United in the 45th minute plus. That is Eyinaya Godswill who got the equalizer for Rivers United. And guess what? The second goal by Bayelsa United was scored in the 49th minute by Abdurrahman Muniru. Let's keep updating you this morning. Now let's go straight and talk more football stories away from the local scene, and we look at more updates That is for the UEFA Champions League. Well, tonight it's going to be a tough one at the Allianz Arena. Carlo Ancelotti has insisted Real Madrid will not take Bayern Munich lightly in their Champions League semi-final, despite their poor domestic season, and labeled the German side dangerous ahead of the first leg at the Allianz Arena tonight. Well, Bayern have relinquished the Bundesliga title for the first time since 2012, with their disappointing campaign playing a part in the decision to part company with coach Thomas Tuchel at the end of the season. Although a lot of people are already tipping Real Madrid to be the favorites to win this one, having the likes of Vinicius Jr. in that team, Bellingham, Real Madrid, but for Thomas Tuchel, this is a man who believes that he likes talking about tactics, and sometimes you have to just also depend on luck.
I think you can make always a difference with the tactic and with the approach, but the tactic is just the car, and the players drive the car. So we have to find a good balance, especially in moments like this, that we show solutions. I think that players like to see solutions. Players like to have a plan and like to have a general idea, and overall they also like and need the freedom to live it, and because this is the most important. But as you mentioned, there is no way to play this game without the luck of the day. If you hit the post, it's the inside of the post, the outside of the post. It's a fraction offside, onside. You need these little decisions, of course. You need the momentum, a bit of luck, and you need the whole package if you want to overcome Real Madrid in semi-final. We want to force things to a point where maybe this little luck is then the difference, but we cannot rely on it. For that, it's not big enough, so we have to push it, and we feel ready for it.
Well, Thomas Tuchel speaking there, and well, remember, for Carlo Ancelotti is a man of different tactics facing Bayern tonight. And well, remember, for Carlo Ancelotti, he has once been in Germany, also managed that Bayern Munich side, and that was in 2016. So maybe this man will be coming around to also show that, yes, I understand how German teams play, and I've been there 2016, 2017, and managed 60 matches. So now, away from that side, let us talk about some players who have been ruled out of tonight's game for the two teams. For Bayern, they'll be missing the services of Sarr, Marseille, Schkoman, Bushman, Boyer, and for De Ligt, well, also it's questionable for tonight's game due to knee injury. But for Alaba, for Real Madrid, Kavaha, these two players have been ruled out totally. But remember, UEFA Champions League second semi-final game will be tomorrow in Germany, where Borussia Dortmund will host PSG. Now, everything looks like this may work in favor of Kylian Mbappe. Well, let's wait if his side can qualify to the final. Now, let's drop the anchor here this morning, and we move to the other side where we look at headlines on the pages of Nigeria's newspapers. We know a lot of people are currently listening to the show via the radio, the radio on their phones, while some are streaming live, YouTube, Facebook, and some listening at the filling station. Some of our guests may also not be available because of transport. Yes, according to what we're hearing. Even some staff have to stay back in the office. So what's the situation in your area? But for some people, the field will not stop them from watching the UEFA Champions League tonight. Should I tell you the team I'll be supporting? I'll let you know tomorrow morning. Like we always say, we say keep doing sports and stay safe.
Solutions 93.9 FM.
Radio is
is all about information, education, and entertainment.
Maybe that's before now. Solutions 93.9 FM has raised the standard of radio broadcast to preferring solutions in all human angle. 939 FM, the remedy.
Let's be dynamic with your morning update and make it better with Kickoff Sports Show, where we will be serving you all the latest from tennis, basketball, Formula One, football, exclusive interviews, and lots more.
Hamilton going for the move on Alonso at the 130. These two great side by side.
Martinelli! Oh yes! Gabriel Martinelli is back with a bang!
Headlines from Nigerian newspapers, behind the papers from the stand, analysis on burning trending issues across Nigeria and beyond.
The problem is not politics or tribalism but corruption.
The governors will say, give us our own slot. The chairman of local government will say, give us our own slot. Who does those slots go to?
You offend, they arrest you, they detain you, and they release you. That's all.
Hello, my name is OLADAPO Okunubi.
My name is Victory Onyedikachi.
My name is Adedamola Lafenwa.
And my name is Favor Oloruntola.
Join us weekdays 9 a.m. on your Remedy Radio dial, Solutions 939 FM.
Here, we make it different from the norm.
Time with me. Yeah, you gave me all these memories that I regret. All I can do is congratulate you. Ruined me for everybody. Yeah, you ruined me for everybody. Wake up in the morning, a different girl be on my line. Constantly be calling. Every day I still decline. See, this exactly what you did. You ruined me for everybody. You ruined me for everybody. Bye-bye. Good riddance for the last time. So you can try, baby, get it right next time. Different time, baby. For everybody, you ruined me for everybody. Babylon tricks where you put up on me. Cause back then I was very lonely. I still am, I'm just trying to find peace every day. My heart is on holiday. Still gives me sleepless nights. Sometimes I wonder how it happened all of a sudden. For everybody, I wake up in the morning.
Well, if there's one thing I know that is ruining the activities, especially for people trying to get to work and school right now, is the scarcity of fuel, and it's not really a friendly experience. But let us trust and hope that that would change, as we heard a report yesterday that in the next 2 weeks, that fuel will be back. Welcome to From the Dailies this morning as we look through the front pages of our Nigerian newspapers, get a perspective on the trending stories with analysis and feedback from you as well. My name is Victory Onyedikachi.
All right, my name is OLADAPO Okunubi. I felt like maybe Victory won't be able to make it for the show this morning, but I salute your courage, my comrade brother.
Honestly, I need a private jet right now.
Okay, don't worry. You have to change your surname to Victory Adeleke and call your cousin Davido. All right, I've got the Punch and the Nation newspapers here. And okay, so you're saying 2 weeks. If that is coming from, is it from NNPCL? Because from the few marketers, they said in 48 hours as of yesterday. So that should be in 24 hours.
I'm giving them extension.
Oh, so you
at max.
Okay. And the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, was at the National Assembly yesterday, and he gave reasons, concerning the electricity tariff, and saying that for the tariff, most especially those who are not enjoying 22 hours plus uninterrupted won't. I mean, they're going to be the ones who will not be paying the new tariff. But for those who are enjoying the 22 hours plus, will be the ones paying for the new tariff. However, some people are saying that the subsidy for electricity has already been removed stylishly, but we keep paying for darkness. But we look at this and more this morning.
All right, I'll be taking stories from the Vanguard newspaper and the Nigerian Tribune. Let's get right into it. Alright, we start off this morning with the Vanguard in business. Banks expand loan size by 57% to 37.2 trillion naira. Illegal forex trading. Court OK's EFCC request to freeze 1,146 bank accounts. I'm hearing that some of the fintech banks would, they've been instructed not to open accounts for some of us that are yet to have, because I was thinking about opening an account in one of the fintech banks.
But it's not going to affect some of us that are currently using it, right?
No, it won't.
Okay.
Pending when investigations, are concluded.
You know, when I did this one, I just tried recharging from those accounts, and I thought, okay, it's still active.
It's still very functional. I think it's just for people who intend to open accounts now. $10 billion required annually for 10 years to fix power sector. Federal government. DSTV Go TV rates hike. Tribunal stops multi-choice. Interesting take. Fare hike. Travelers, commuters groan as fuel scarcity bites harder. Terrorism financing. Court shides federal government over surety prosecution of Tuku Mamuru. In sports, NFF appoints Vinindi as coach of Super Eagles. And in education 2024 UTME, JAM releases 1,842,464 candidate results, with HOTS 64,624 results. Now, the interesting thing about this JAM results is out of 1,800,000 people who sat for it, 1,400,000 had below 200. It is ridiculous.
Not to even talk of some results under investigation according to JAM. And I also feel like there should be another examination council that can also compete, not even compete, just like be another, just like NECO to WAEC. Let's just have another one.
Why do we need another one if people are feeling JAM? I think we just need to address the educational sector, and not just the educational sector. Students, we don't have people who read anymore.
Is it about
people are just engrossed on social media, and the teachers as well. Teachers are complaining about the welfare structure that they have for them, so they don't pay attention to teaching these students what they need to know.
If we continue to talk about this, I mean, this issue is just like a diamond. If you look at the recruitment process, is it every teacher that is interested in teaching, or because of unemployment in the country? I mean, you see so many, so many youths out there who just say, okay, because they are unemployed, let me take up a teaching job and start a lesson. That is another angle to that. So,
absolutely.
I mean, if Nigeria is looking at the education system, you look at some private schools. I mean, you look at what are they teaching these kids.
But at the end of the day, I think it boils down to the students. Teaching you or not, you also have a responsibility to play. But what we have now is people
losing concentration, right?
Okay,
what of the parents? Back then, I know how many lessons I attended, and after the lesson, I get back home. Myself and my parents were on the table. Even my siblings.
We had a reading
having a night.
Yes, but I'm not sure we see that.
But the parents will also have to hustle.
Parents are on social media as well. Children, everybody's engrossed. But having fun.
Victor, let's move on this morning. Let me check the Punch newspaper here and look at some other headlines here. FG begins a fresh bid round for all blocks. Customer panic as CBN bans OPay, PamPay, others new accounts. Edo workers hail Obaseki over 70,000 naira minimum wage. This is the best news for today. And that news started yesterday. Petrol hits 800 naira as 240 million litre vessels arrive. Rider City's headline: 5 tanker vessels offloading PMS at Lagos Port. Independent marketers sell over 800 naira per litre. Black marketers charge 1,200 per litre. Motorists groan. Commuters lament a rising transport fare. You see the front page picture from the Punch newspaper with the headline: Tinubu will end economic sabotage. Shettima tells African leaders. 1.4 million UTME candidates scored below 200 JAM. I mean, looking at this, like you said. But let's go straight to the next newspaper this morning.
All right, now let's move over to the Nigerian Tribune, starting off with Labour set to picket airlines over refusal to unionize workers. Edo to pay 70,000 minimum wage. Nigeria must spend $10 billion yearly till 2034 to revive power sector, says minister. Senators oppose new tariff plan. FX crisis. EFCC to freeze 1,146 individual company accounts. Black marketers have field day as petrol sells for 1,000 naira per litre. My issue with these new changes we're experiencing, once there's a skyrocketing in prices, it never goes down. That's just my challenge. My suspension plot tied to 2027 Ganduje. Over 30 Easter advert messages failed compliance tests. Are we still talking about Easter? Anyway, that's coming from Archon. IMF projects growth in sub-Saharan Africa economy to hit 3.8%. Nigeria's economy has escaped sabotage phase. Tinubu. UTME result: 8,401 candidates score above 300. Okay, that's the brighter side to it. JAMB withholds result of 64,624 candidates. Prioritize workers, Nigeria's welfare. Labour tells federal government, says poverty killing workers. These are the stories on the front page of the Tribune paper.
All right, now going straight to the Nation newspaper this morning, looking at the top headlines. Pro-EFCC, pro-Yahya Bello, protesters at agency headquarters. And I saw a headline yesterday that EFCC officials, chased away the pro-Yahya Bello protesters. How I received $600,000 for Emefiele, ex-CBN director tells court. Ayedatiwa gets APC's certificate of return. NERC okays 81,975 naira. The 143,000. I take that headline again. NERC okays 81,975 naira. 100 okay, and 143,836 naira for meters. Tribunal stops multi-choice rate hikes. And the banner headline: money laundering probe. EFCC swoops on 1,146 bank accounts. Court okays freezing of accounts for unauthorized forex dealings. Terror financing. Well, we just have to drop it here. This morning, we know that the fuel crisis in Nigeria is also part of the headlines of power sector. But let's go to some filling stations this morning. What Nigerians are saying, what they went through yesterday, and what they are currently going through this morning.
I've been here. Look at my children in the car now. I've been here since morning. I'm trying to take them to school.
Since 10 a.m. and said it's 800, 750, 900. But as NNPC here, even maybe like 550 or 580. Today, I never go work. I never go my shop today because I won't buy food. We dey beg government, they could do something for us now because this sovereignty is done too much.
Since 9 a.m. today, I've been here. So we're struggling before we can move up to here. So unfortunately, when we get to our time, some are fighting, so that was how they just decided to stop selling. So since then, they are not selling. So we are just waiting. Maybe because what we had is that government has reduced the price. So I don't know what now turned out upside now that now make it difficult for us to see fuel.
Well, a cross section of Nigerians at filling stations in Ibadan speaking concerning the effect of the fuel scarcity and for some stations, the hike in the pump price. But now let's move to Edo State, where Governor Baseki backed the decision to increase the minimum wage to 70,000 naira, and why this must be. But the question is, we should be expecting maybe announcement tomorrow, May 1 or May 29. Here is Governor Baseki of Edo State.
You cannot say you're doing well as a government if your people are in penury and are unhappy. Let us understand this minimum wage calculation. In 2011, when minimum wage was 18,000, the exchange rate was 150 naira to the dollar. And so effectively, workers in Edo State were taking home about $150 at minimum wage. When we increased minimum wage to 40,000 in 2022, the exchange rate at that time was 415. So effectively, workers were getting about $96, which was, a discount on what they were earning in 2011. Even after that, today, 2024, we have 70,000 naira minimum wage. At the current exchange rate of 1,275 or thereabouts, what they are taking home is actually $55, which is less than 50% of what they were earning a year ago. So for us in Edo State, we believe that the issue is about productivity, paying people well so that they can produce more, not pretending that you're paying them salaries when you know that that salary cannot motivate them to produce the goods and services you require.
All right, that's the voice of the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, as he speaks about the increase in the minimum wage for the people of Edo State, civil servants, basically. We have Comrade Adeji joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Comrade.
Good morning.
It's great to have you join us. All right, so because we have limited time this morning, let's get right into it. First things first, does states have powers, without the central approval to increase minimum wage and go ahead with that? And what does this development do for the people of Edo State?
When you say minimum wage, it just means that nobody should go below that. Then you can determine. Look, let me give you an example. Lagos State has been, without making any noise, Lagos State last year, April, did a 30% increment, as a result of, the issues that arose. Lagos State did 30% increment and even paid them arrears, you understand, in anticipation of what was going to happen in May, those who are in the private sector, banks and all of that, they are there to make big money, and they know that they must pay commensurate. So quietly, people have adjusted in the private sector, because they must run efficiently. They are not government. They have plans and they must run by it. So Edo says we can afford to pay 70,000. They know what they're doing. They must have done their due diligence. Of course, the guy he comes from the finance industry. He's not he didn't set out as a politician. So before he comes out to say 70,000, they must have done their due diligence, and it is workable. And the guy that is taking over from him too is from industry. So they must have done their due diligence in that regard. And that is going to put a lot of indolent governors in problem. So because it used to be the governors forum that always held things down and back. Look, NLC said all of the governors in the committee, tripartite committee, that none of them is paying the minimum wage 30,000. You understand? So when the federal government pays 35,000 and the minimum wage is 30,000, that is minimum of 65,000. You can now not increase minimum wage and still put it at something below that, or just 70,000. So maybe people should be expecting. I'm shocked. I must say I'm shocked that we're not going to get anything less than 70,000. We might even end up with 100,000. But my fear is that will create a serious problem.
Well, let's hope for sustainability
of course, the cost of living in Lagos, Ogun, Port Harcourt, and some other states are different from what obtains in Ibadan and Osun. Yeah, so that is our reality. And we operate the federal union. Minimum wage, it is the least you can pay. You can pay 10 times that. I mean, nobody stops you.
Fair enough. Let's hope that we get more announcements from different states in the country. But in 1 minute, just address, the JAMB result that was released yesterday. The future of tomorrow, or the leaders of now, as they put it, are getting below 200, over 1.4 million students who registered. What does that say of our educational system?
It is what you put into it that you get out of it. Look, I heard you guys saying you attended lessons and all of that. I never attended any lesson. I never. My parents were teachers. You understand? I never attended any lesson. And I remember one summer school that we attended when we were in GSS3. When my father saw that we were going to summer school, 1 week after, my father said, stop, this is vacation time. Stop attending. Through our vacations, my parents took us on vacations. We went around everywhere. You understand? By road and by air. So it is what you put into it that you get. It's a reflection of our reality. It's as simple as that. You said it. Those who are teaching is a calling. It is beyond a profession. If you are not called to teach, it is about imparting and impacting. You don't have the capacity to even understand. How are you not going to impart and impact? It is a calling. But in other countries, go to the UK, how teachers are treated. Go to the United States, how they are treated. But here, teachers, there were times in this country that houses were not rented out to teachers. Do you know that?
Yeah. Well, comrade, I guess you have answered that. It's a reflection of what we're doing, particularly to our teachers. What you garbage in, garbage out. We hope that change. Thank you. Thank you so much, comrade. We're pressed for time, so we'll have to end the conversation here and continue subsequently.
All right, now we'll move to. All right, you too. All right, and now we'll move to the other side of the show this morning, where we talk everything exercise, sweating it out. What is happening in Ibadan? May 1 at the Lake City University, Ibadan. Well, Happy will be joining us on that side. How are you this morning?
I know sometimes it be like say nobody sends you. That's what I did for you, my friend. No vex for me. Say I never call you since, but I hope that you are well. I hope your market sell. Every day I dey pray for you. Make you Baba God bless you. I never forget you. I gon' forget you. See my shoulder, make you rest up on me. You know I got you. Now me be your friend indeed. The money don't show. Some for you, you know go so far. Cause anything I get now for me and you, yeah. How are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend? I know sometimes it be like say nobody said do. That's what I did for you, my friend. Oremi atata. Always stay in my mind. I deem me gone. I cherish you with my life. Don't worry yourself, oh. Everything go day alright. And if anybody try you, know it's gonna be on sight. See my shoulder, make you rest up on me. You know I got you. Let me be your friend indeed. I'm on the money don't show now. I don't keep some for you. No go so far, cause anything I get now for me and you,
Okay, well, Johnny Drew on that one. How are you, my friend? How you feeling? How you doing this morning? Well, it's Tuesday morning here in the city of Ibadan. And, well, most times people do say that you have to keep fit. If you are not fit, then you're not alive. Well, we've got happy here. You've heard about the Sweat It Ibadan 7.0 and the man, the brain behind Sweat It Ibadan 7.0 is here. Happy, how you doing? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Dapo. Good morning, listeners at home. I'm fine. And you?
Well, I'm good. The reason I played the song, How Are You, My Friend? How you been? It's been a long time. I mean, I think the last time we had this kind of discussion was like, I think 5 years ago?
No.
Is it 5, 4?
No, like 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yes,
Okay, now it's unchanged. Okay, so it is a Sweat It Ibadan 7.0. It's a fitness survive period. Why come in with a fitness exercise at this moment?
Well, like I used to say, fitness is something I always try to encourage everybody to try as much as possible to take it as a lifestyle, because the Nigeria we are today, especially this country, my brother, you need to be happy.
Like your name.
Yeah, you just have to be happy. So with fitness, it heals depression. With fitness, it heals mood swing. You know, you see a lot of people come to the gym not because they really want to keep fit, but just because they're depressed at home. They just want somewhere to be, somewhere that can heal them mentally. So a lot of people are going through mental health at this point. And I think one of the major factors is the country is contributing. So
yes. I mean, like you said, I mean, what is currently happening today, I mean, since yesterday, a lot of people have been going through hell. Trying to get fuel, trying to get diesel, trying to get power supply. And I mean, for you to even make it down at the moment, man. So, the Sweat It Out 7.0, this, when you walk out, you have to sweat, right?
Definitely.
And at this moment is the 7th edition. And it has been free. Why did you decide to make it free?
Well, it's still part of what I've been saying. At least I would say I'm one of the pioneers that started open air fitness in the city of Ibadan. So we're trying as much as possible to make sure that to encourage people to work out. You understand? A lot of people cannot afford the gym. A lot of people cannot afford any fitness facility. So we try as much as possible for them to at least come out there to commemorate Workers' Day, even if they can't do it for 365 days. I'm not saying that one day is going to make them fit, but at least for them to have an experience of the kind of exercise they can be doing on their own if they are staying back at home. You understand? A lot of exercise you can do at home. It's not necessary if you can't afford the gym, you shouldn't work out. Because a lot of people, when you ask them, why are you not working out? They will tell you, I can't afford the gym. So by so coming, we are bringing like 11 trainers.
Okay.
You understand? You're able to capture if it's 1 or 2 routine from different trainers that they can be doing on their own.
Okay, so talking about different trainers, I saw the list, but can you mention some of the trainers that will be available tomorrow?
Okay, Benfit from Lagos is going to be on ground. Yanyan Fitness from Ogumosho, it's coming. Tayo, we have Neyo Sao, we have Shegun, we have Roba, then we have the popular Angela that did that break the world Guinness Book of Record. Okay. A lot of trainers going to be on ground. We have D1. Then to crown it all, Kevin Power, the popular trending bouncer, Kingsdana, is going to be on ground also. Then he assured me that he's coming with the new latest strongest man in Nigeria.
Wow.
So it's going to be fun, and because this is 7th edition and 7 represent perfection, so you're trying to make sure that everything is perfect, and you're trying to make sure that it's bigger from where we are coming from. And
so now talking about some of the partners, sponsors, guys coming on board. I mean, like you said, Kevin Parr and the Kiss Daniels bouncer. Will he also be, taking some routine exercise tomorrow? Okay, so let's also bring in one of the partners for this Sweat It Ibadan, 7.0. Your name?
My name is Juliana.
Juliana, So you are also a fitness expert?
Yes.
Okay. So I think let me just hide my tummy. So, I mean, for ladies out there, let's run this in 60 seconds here. Okay. So, for ladies out there, what do you think ladies should know about fitness?
There are a lot of things that ladies should know about fitness, and one of it is getting in shape. We have a lot of people that don't know how to control their meals. Okay. Some are like, whenever I put on top, trouser, they don't like the way they look on it. So at times they think of coming to the gym. But most of them, when they come to the gym, their first experience, they get tired and withdraw. They don't come again. But I do encourage them that, okay, most times when you have experience with not being able to control your meals, workouts can actually put you on the track to be able to control what you eat, the way you eat, the things you intake, your timing for food and all of that. So when you exercise itself has a lot of health benefits attached to it. A lot of health benefits. Okay, a lot of health benefits, which a lot of people will also learn tomorrow at the Sweated 7.0 Fittest Survive. You tag this Fittest Survivor, and we should be expecting a lot of ladies as well tomorrow. A lot of guys tomorrow at the Lead City University ground. What time is this event? 7 a.m. Oh, okay. 7 a.m. Yeah. And it will end by when? 11. Okay, so I've been seeing some sponsors on that platform. So some people will be having milkshake, right?
Yes. Let me
free
milk.
Free.
We have family.
Please, man, I'm okay. We have some sponsors, right?
Yeah, we have some good sponsors. Okay. We have Lead City University. They're my partners. Oxygen Gym. They're also my partner. We have New. We have Farmic. We have the major sponsors.
John Vent.
John Vent's Foods.
Okay, so
they are major sponsors. They're going to be on ground.
Okay, so a lot of people will be there tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the morning, and go out there to walk out at Sweat It Ibadan 7.0 Fittest Survive. Thank you very much, Happy. And
thank you very much.
Juliet, thank you so much, guys, for coming around.
Having us. Yeah,
all right, AM Update is over. Coming up next right now is the great Babs that had his birthday last week and did not take us out. I hope he will take us out today at the end of the show. Why that is coming up 10 o'clock. My name is OLADAPO. Good morning, Ibadan.
I don't need no liquor. I'm intoxicated by you. You don't need a decoy. I'm so attracted to you. I'm falling for you, but I'm falling for somebody too. And I wish say I can have the two, but I know say I feel lose the two. Oh, I wish I met you sooner. I feel no day with Muna. I wish I met you before my heart go confirm. Girl, I wish I met you really. You get body like Gorilla.